from Mallett Buildings. Well, this afternoon I'm going to talk about something that happened in the office a few minutes ago with my salespeople. We had a customer who was trying to get a contract with a competitor. I've been telling y'all about using the specification sheet. Well, here's the contract, and I'm not going to mention who it is, but if you'd like to know who it is, you can call me. All these X's are the things on this is a quality building. This is how many things were not in this contract. This is the problem. And one of the big problems, he's not a licensed contractor. Maybe that says a lot about this situation. But the problem with this contract, it don't even have wind load in writing. It doesn't have anything that you can bind him to. And they do that purposely. In fact, one of the things of this contract that's interesting is he's buying all his materials in Oklahoma from BCI Metals, who I happen to know, they're out of Oklahoma. They handle basically number 3 lumber and 5x5 posts. But I'm going to do some research tomorrow and make sure and find out if this company is even registered with the sales tax people, because basically he's probably paying sales tax in Oklahoma instead of paying sales tax in Louisiana, instead of helping the school in Iowa or Lake Charles or anywhere in this town. So if that's the kind of person we do business with, I guess you can. This customer signed this contract in April. He won't have it delivered till September. He'd like to get out of the contract. There's only one problem. For any reason whatsoever, he loses his money. According to this, that's the one thing he does in there, does have in his contract. Now I want you to compare this contract to my contract. It's 36 pages. I cover everything to protect you and me. We're going to have terms and conditions. Okay? Let's just go down the line. I go over the dirt, the concrete on your building. I tell you to read your contract carefully before you sign it. Notice of design, engineered stamp plans if you want them. My tentative building schedule, which you don't have that, which I basically tell you how many days I think, weather permitting, and Mother Nature not participating. If you're a Texas customer, about Texas Department of Wind Certification, which we are licensed to do in Texas, about work performed on site, that the employee should not do any work other than what we've contracted. Otherwise, I can't stand behind it. The building type. Is it an accessory building? Is it a residential use? What is the type of building? You realize so far the difference between my contract and these people? There's several people. Most all of them are doing this. But let's continue. It's important. If you have an event with your building, you to call me, and my cell number is on every page, every contract. I go over the warranties in detail, from the metal to the wood to everything. We have a warranty disclaimer on the things that we do not make, like the metal, like the windows, like the doors. The manufacturer does that. Wall heights, door placements, roll-up door placements, framed openings. I describe everything in detail of what's going to happen on your building. Warranty requirements. I go through everything right here. This is on the metal. Wind load rating and design specifications. There is no wind load specification on this competitor's contract. He apparently does this verbal. Consequently, how are you going to argue in court? He never guaranteed nothing. It's your word against his. This is crazy, folks. This is the kind of stuff that's going to get you in trouble with people that do business like this. Proper documents. We go through all that list and all the documentation as we bring you foundation requirements. I tell you exactly what you need to do and what the requirements are in the industry. Plumbing and electrical. If you're going to put that, what we're going to do and how we're going to handle that. Concrete finishing. This is all about concrete on this page. Concrete lease form. After we pour, you're going to sign that. Payments. Important owner inspection documentation. Owner inspection checklist. Completed building inspection report. Example form finish. Concrete pour notification checklist for all customers. And an example. And another example. Very important. We will not order your building until we receive the design approval sign and your permit. I am very specific about what I'm going to do if you sign a contract with me. Building and concrete inspection confirmation. Door chart so you can make sure it's going the right way. Split building conditions in case we keep part of the wall off to pour the concrete because you don't have a roll-up door. Mark it. We draw out your building hand so that when we design it, it comes to you. We got something to go by. Oh, let's see, folks. From contract signing to completion, how we're going to do it. Everything is documented. After delivery, from contract to signing, I'm going to give you a color chart. I'm going to do all this stuff. I'm going to give you a copy of my license too. All of them. Now, I've been doing this for 22 years. And I'm going to tell you what this looks like, in my opinion. I'm not going to mention the name, but the LLC is it looks like an old corporation created many years ago by someone else. Folks, if you have a problem, I think this is a setup to file bankruptcy on this company. I don't want to file. I want to be here forever, okay? That's why I protect you and I protect me. But this, the only people I've ever seen do this, other than my competitors, is Oklahoma. That's the kind of contract they got. But let me tell you, people who've done business in Oklahoma, you ain't got to worry about it. You'd have to sue them in Oklahoma to get them to come down here and fix this stuff. The problem with this is you have no specifics for your attorney to file a lawsuit. You can't pin him down on wind load. There's no wind load on this document. You can't pin him down on hardly nothing. Like I said, all these specifications, this was a quote against a quality building. This is what I'm going to guarantee that I'm going to do on your building. This contract does not cover these items. That's why I send this. Well, I have my salesman send this to every customer. He ain't gonna sign this. It's too specific. It pins him down. It makes him accountable. Be careful of people one-page contracts. There's trouble waiting to happen. Many years ago, a competitor in North Louisiana was in business, and by the time he finished, I think he filed bankruptcy. I don't remember how many people lost their money. That's what this is about. Be careful with one-page contracts. Pin us down. I got you pinning me down. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. Pin these people who want to be contractors, who don't want to get licensed, who don't want to be held accountable, do not want to put in writing what they're agreeing to do. Be careful. Now, once again, if you'd like to know who this is, text me or call me. I'll tell you, because frankly, this is terrible. As a chairman of the State Contractors Board, I see where this could lead to some major issues and problems. I see it all the time. But this is a prime example of something that could really go wrong. And I've seen it 100 times, if not thousands of times, after being on the board for 15 years. Let me remind you that we have been in business for 22 years. We're state licensed contractors, A+ rating with the VBB, and we have over 20,000 buildings on the ground, and we have a professional contract. And you have my cell number if you buy a building with me. So be careful. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, give me a call at 337-515-2154 or call us at the office, 337-214-0428. Thank you and have a good night.